What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be running Poughkeepsie Gulch here in Ouray, and the main kind of aspect of this video is I want to show how much movement the Tune M1 camper has on the Tundra after we just put in the new R4T front support brace on it, which will reduce the amount of flex that the bed has. If you haven't seen that video, go check that one out. But basically, the second gen Tundras from 2007 all the way to 2021 has an excessive amount of bed flex, and that will be on the 6.5 foot bed with the double cab or the regular cab. The Crew Max moves a little bit, but nothing like this one. But let's go ahead and get started. Look at this spot. This is so cool. Wow. That's amazing. So that part was a little tricky, just trying to avoid going down the center with those big rocks. So I was kind of trying to crawl over all of them. And if I didn't have the front camera, then I would definitely need to be spotted. But having the front camera, I was able to do that all by myself, and I was able to avoid everything like that. So front camera, huge win. So we just helped the Rocky Mountain Toyota roundup crew of 10 up this hill. This is the wall. And now it's our turn. Everybody had to winch up except for one vehicle. And I should have grabbed the camera earlier because Keith was flip-flopping like crazy. Back and forth. But yeah, we'll have to come bring you way over here, Keith.
Okay. Does Peter want to unhook me then?
Yeah.
Like way over here?
Yeah, you're gonna be here.
Okay.
Yep.
It's awfully fucking tippy, dude.
Very tippy.
Shit.
Really tippy. Jeez, Keith. All right, keep coming. You're close. There we go. Oh, one sec. Yeah, back up. You ran over your line. Can you pull it tight, Peter? There we go.
So what should I do?
All the way over.
Am I able to back all the way down and just reposition over here?
You could.
What's it look like behind me? I have no idea.
You got a big old drop.
Can I go straight back though?
No.
I'd actually go a little bit more passenger then. Yeah. Back. Should be good to try to bump it there. Give it a little bit of a bump so you can get your back up so you get traction. Driver. See if you can come to driver. So we have to stay passenger. Okay. Back up just a little bit. And cut it driver as you're backing up. Stop. Arm cut passenger. Try and come up.
Probably just got weird.
Yeah, so you're in a good spot, but you should be able to get pushed up there.
You got a soft shackle somewhere accessible?
I'd go more passenger.
Drive forward.
winch in.
Which way should I go?
So Peter doesn't have a winch, so we're going to get him pretty much to where I got stuck, and then use the Tundra as an anchor and use my winch to pull him up. And yeah, bump it a little bit. That's good. So we got my Tundra backed up, winch line pulled out. And then we got Peter at a pretty off-camber angle here. While we're doing this, if you're in the market for a winch, check out Born Off-Road. We can get it with the colored lines. So that way it's a little more visible when you're winching and everybody sees the line. All right, here we go. Nice. I think that's it. So we got all the obstacles on Poughkeepsie out of the way. This is Como Lake. It is stunning. Water is like teal, turquoise, a little windy, which is why I'm in the camper. But I'm also making some noodles as well for a couple of us, using the jet boil with a propane adapter. This is what we're having here. Shin noodles and tonkatsu ramen for Peter. So as soon as this boils, we're going to have a quick little lunch, and then head up that way, right over there. And then it's going to loop all the way up there, and then potentially end up right up there. So now we are currently on California Trail, or California Pass, but this is what it looks like. Great views, just like all the other trails. A lot of the iron from the mountains right there. You can see the red, orange color. Still a ton of snow out here. Luckily, this year, all of it's open. I believe last year, Black Bear and Poughkeepsie was closed. We got lucky this year. Look at that wall of snow. Alright, so we are completely done with Poughkeepsie, and I have to say that is definitely one of the harder trails in Ouray for sure. Especially if you're going to take the wall, which is what they call it. And if you take the bypass, the rest of it's pretty much the same. But if you take the wall, be sure you got some armor, some sliders, because if you don't, you're going to get something like this. But the camper held up amazingly. You can see here, oh yeah, it's solid. It's moving the entire bed. So the bed has just the right amount of flex, so that way it's just not gonna like twist and break the entire bed apart. So we got that little damage over there on the driver's side. And then on the passenger side, we got one as well that span from the passenger side front door all the way to this back section right there. So have sliders if you can, and skids if possible. But we were able to do Poughkeepsie without skids. This Tundra doesn't have any skids on it. Basically just avoid any large rocks, boulders from going down the center, so that way you're not going to damage anything in the middle. And then basically just put everything either a little bit off-centered or where your tire is at. These damages that you see here wasn't from me doing that. It was from a rock that was sticking out too far. So I really couldn't avoid it because this thing is so big, and there are a couple tight sections down there. That wasn't from the wall either. The wall was, I just got high centered. We pulled out the winch, pulled ourselves out. But these here, some big rocks were just sticking out, where if I had sliders, I would have been able just to use the sliders to basically prevent the damage to the vehicle instead of to the truck. But that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I will have a link to everything we talked about in this video here. The R4T front bed support. I also used this trio mount to mount the Starlink Mini on my hood, so that way I was able to live stream. If you guys watched that live stream on Instagram, we live streamed because we had the Starlink Mini on there. And then hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are not already, and we'll see you guys in another video.